Let there be light, and there was light. Words of the said godmother Eve, of course. So we are looking at the word affirmation. And of course, we all know what affirmation is, like a mantra. We affirm something, we affirm our words. I'm just thinking while I'm saying this, if we could see affirmation in the sense of just an act, which would be like something we do repetitive apart from verbalizing something. There is such a word, there is a word, but okay, like an anchor, of course, but we do anchor through an affirmation, we as well, but just thinking if there was another way of, so we could also just conclude that affirmation is really anchoring on something. It is a mantra that is used to anchor on something. Okay, so we are looking at this to see what vibration, numerical values that we are using when we use the word affirmation or when we think of the word affirmation, and to get a sense of the whole construct of the word. Okay, so this is 166941296 5. Okay, 6 5 is always like a bit comforting because it equals 11. 6 plus 5, and it does really anchor on 5 and 6 here in the middle of the sacrifice template. So I'm just making this observation, but what through my intuition doing these presentations, I have been guided to pay attention to the first and the last letter. So it's really like AN. I didn't do it in this way with the word intuition, which would be in actually. So this is really interesting. So intuition would be IN, and affirmation, which I've just done intuition, affirmation is AN. And AN of course is 6, and this is 5. And I was just talking about 6 and 5, and this is when we know we are in flow, when things are just repeating itself this way, reflecting itself. Okay, so 1 plus 5 is 6, and 6 of course is the number of man, 6 days of creation, and so on. 6 days of I was going to say 6 days of creation, and as well, we have the 7th day, but let's leave this. I'm just going to carry on with this. So we have 3 9s 27, 27 plus 2 29. This would be 35, 40, 45, 51, 57, 58. 58. So affirmation is 58. Now I'm really liking this because according to the sacrifice template, it does make a lot of sense, because this is why I have been calling the number 13, which this equals 13. I have been calling the number 13. It is the number of God, but it's also, I see, as the number of the incubator. This is what I call the incubator. It harnesses or anchors on the number 2, and it's also number 4. So basically 2, like we would have of all the numbers as well, we have, if you were to times 2 3 3s, it would be 9, but if you did 2 2s would be 4. The point I'm trying to make here, if you add 2 plus 2, it also gives you 4. But if you add 3 plus 3, it gives you 6, but not if you multiply that. So 2 is very unique in this way. It's very unique, and it's has this stability. It has the stability of forming its pillar, and so it does that in multiple ways as well. So for instance, we see here all these have the 2 vibration, but it's the number, then it gives us a full meaning of its mannerism, or its ability to connect, its ability to form partnership, its ability to bond. It is a number that gels. It's a number that forms relationship. It's firm. It's even. And so when we see 13, we tend to think of 13 as an odd number, but actually with 2, 2 is that which helps it bond, in the sense of when you come together and on any par, 2 is like coming together. It is like forming the equal sign, and it bonds. So this is how 2 bonds any other 2 or relationship or anything like that. And so we have 2 2 plus 2 is 4, and we have 1 plus 3 is also 4. So we can see the dynamics of 58 here, and or 2 in, to be more precise, or even 13. So 13, like I call it the incubator. The incubator also equals incubator, also equals 4. I have counted this in a way where I've got I had 13, exactly 13, or 30 or 31, but I'm not sure if we're going to do this today. So this is 5, 5, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 6, 9. Okay, so this is 10, this is 18, 20, 26, 31, 40. So this is 4. We can see that there is a stability with the incubator. It's like really having your 4 posts to build your house. It's 4 corners of the earth. It's the 4 seasons of the year. It's all these 4s that we learn about in the scriptures as well, where the river of Eden, or there was a river through Eden that broke into 4 heads, so basically we can see the construct of the meaning of affirmation. When we are using affirmation, we are actually forming the pillars of that which we are wanting to build. We are forming the construct. We are forming a foundation. The word foundation is actually 2. It means 11 or 2. But we see that it, and 2, as I have showed, is also 4. So we can see foundation is still the same as an affirmation. If we keep using that, we form the foundation for the basis of what we really want to do. We also want to look at the constructs or the nature of the letters as well. We see we have 2 F's here. I think this is indicating that we need to be able to see the face of whatever it is that we are wanting to do. F, I look at it as the face. So there are 2 faces. So we are able to visualize something, and we are able to project that visualization of that which we are facing or which we are faced with, and have it in an external way, or have an external representation of that thing. The I, of course, is mirror in our two eyes as well. So there's an or we could also say there is a firmness here, and we can also say we affirm something, and so on. There is quite a lot happening with this word. I didn't intend to really break down the word as much, like forming all the words that are really looking at me right now, like the word firm, or the word am for or the word nation, or although there's just one n, or the word uh well, I was gonna say, oh, well, no, there's not an e. Okay, but there are words, or even the a and i's are looking at us as well in that sense. Okay, so just giving a little just testers of these words, because I'm feeling there's a need to just have something light, and just I am feeling I really want to do presentations, and I'm just going light tonight. So of course, and hopefully we could just afterwards look at things in a at a deeper level. So basically, affirmation, as I say, just to conclude, it gives us the numerical value of 4, which forms the bee. I call it the beehive. And I also have seen, I have done quite a lot with the bee to show how versatile that the 2 is, or the bee. I'm just going to do this quickly. So B is it's got the 3 that is very versatile. The 3 can be an E, it can be a W, it can be an M, and it can be an E. So we see that this is very versatile. But it can also have, just because I said we were doing a fun thing. So, and why I call it the incubator as well, because it comes like this. So if we had an E, which has the numerical value of 5, can also form the B. So basically, the B, as you see the E, there's also an E in the B. There's also an F in the B. Okay. There's also I in the B, of course. I in the B. There's I here. That's the B. There's also well, we've got done 3. L. There's also L in the B. So this would be L in the B. Okay. There's okay, I think I have done most of those that we can do, but it's really to show you how the B, when you form a bond, how how strong a bond is, and you can make or shape the meaning you are seeking to do or to achieve with that bond, or through the bond. Like Christ said to his disciples, the 13 at the table, whenever you break of the bread and drink of the wine, do this in remembrance of me. Okay, so this is just an example of 4, and we see 4 here, although there's an hour also indicating a beginning, because R is beginning. But the development here, we see we have a 3 here. It gives us, it indicates that we are forming a foundation here, but it also has a level, it's of creativity, or it's requiring that number 3 to have that creativity. Hence, we also have 3 4s, a 12. So this is where again Mother Eve might, I believe, is saying, let there be light. When we are doing something, or pitching our pillars, of course we want light to see where we are pitching the pillars to create whatever it is we are wanting to do. So there's an affirmation as well. Let there be light in all developments here. Okay. Thank you. Hope you like this. Okay.